Streak was coming home at last. He'd been spending time gambling in Las Venturas after helping a group of friendly gang members to escape. That night, Brown Streak told Freight all about the other side of San Andreas. "I didn't know there was another side," said Freight, and the two went happily to sleep. Come on, prove it, you lousy lumps of scrap iron, run a railroad. The next day, CJ and the heavy-set fellow were headed for Unity Station, and they were more determined than ever. CJ could well remember the last time he had to follow that damn train, and since then, he busied himself doing anything he could, but there was nothing left to do. Brown Streak had barely woken up when a gang member fell onto him and kindly asked him to drive as fast as he could. "You think you can do that for me?" he asked politely. "What is this?" cried Brown Streak. "Is reality as we know it a mere illusion that hinges on the actions of a single protagonist?" But he hadn't time to think, for CJ and the heavy-set fellow had already arrived at the station. Brown Streak raced away like never before. Again. "Aw, dear," said CJ. "Here we go again." CJ and the heavy-set fellow need to eliminate the gang members before they reach Frederick Bridge. Up ahead is a lady standing on the sidewalk, Brown Streak, and further ahead is a trailer with a ramp. Should CJ park near the lady and see if anything develops? No. Although this will put CJ in a better mood for a price, there's not enough room on the bike for the lady and the heavy-set fellow. What about if CJ followed Brown Streak while the heavy-set fellow shoots the gang members? No. They've tried this once before and it doesn't work. What about if CJ got to the ramp before Brown Streak does, boarded the train, and fired at the gang members himself? Yes. Every wise gamer knows that the heavy-set fellow is unreliable. If CJ wants the job done properly, he'll have to do it himself. Although, between you and me, CJ and... Damn it, they missed! Once again, the gang members arrived at Las Venturas. "That was our fault," said the heavy-set fellow. "We spent too long on the learning segment." But the two were still determined. "We'll try again tomorrow," said the heavy-set fellow. "After all you have to do is flash pans!" exclaimed CJ. He was so angry that he punched the air, punched it again, reset the camera, punched the air twice more, accidentally punching a bystander when going for a third, reset the camera, pulled out a weapon, aimed his weapon, got onto his bike, punched the bystander one more time, and got off his bike. A tank fell from the sky and landed on the heavy-set fellow. "I'm as confused as you are," said the tank, and CJ left in a huff. Meanwhile, Freight pulled into the station. He was sad to find that Brown Streak had gone again already. He didn't even get to see Freight's redesign. Freight had always been a content old engine, but ever since Brown Streak broke through that barricade, Freight had been questioning just how big San Andreas really is. And with the player seemingly incapable of completing this chapter, Freight tried to sleep, wondering if he'd ever get to see the world. "You're blocking the road, you son of a bitch! Get out of my way, jerk-ass!" Next morning, Freight's driver rushed to wake him. He was waving a folder containing a high-value courier contract, courtesy of Merriweather. "It's a leak from the game developers!" exclaimed Freight's driver. "Maybe it means good news!"